Do you know what that means? 1969. There are only 110,000 people in America who don't have jobs. According to government stats, at the first match. Industry in America is at 17 years high. I told him if our African president could do 2% of that, we will allow them to also branch more. Is that not so? Don't fight somebody because the person is doing something. Are you paying attention? Anytime you want to get ahead of somebody, the wisest thing you should do is to acknowledge that the person knows better than you. The moment you acknowledge that the person knows better than you, you have become better than the person. Because now you can learn. Are you paying attention? Praise the Lord. See, everything I'm speaking prophetically. Now you can learn. It means now you have the opportunity to take all that the person knows and add it to what you already want. Who will become bigger? You. And I said, the fact that somebody says nice things doesn't mean the person is the correct person. The Democratic Party in America, they always like to say nice things. Tolerance. Tolerance, don't judge. No, yes, good. Human rights. Yet everything God hates, they are doing that one. So I told the guy, anybody who stands with God, I stand with the person. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention to what I'm saying? I will defend anybody who defends God. When they were killing Christians in what's the name of the country? Syria and then the other place. The other one. Saddam Hussein's former country. What was the name of Saddam Hussein's country? Iraq. Obama was there. He claims he's a Christian. He turned it. They did this. They were killing Christians. He didn't even come to the news. CNN. Those of you who watch CNN. Not one day. Trump came 6 months to stop them. It means America had the power to help, but they refused to what? They were rather talking about some Muslims in another place that somebody is fighting them. Want to know what love is? Love is being on God's side. Are you paying attention? That is not what people say is nice. If you stand at the place of love, people don't like you. Are you paying attention? Yeah. Because love is God. And God is what? Bible didn't say love is nice. He said love is what? Is good. That's why I said walking in the Spirit is walking in the Word. That's love. You do it because God says so. Not because you feel like it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. That's love. Because that's the nature of God. Are you paying attention to what I'm saying? They've promised a lot to Africa, but they've done nothing to what? They just hype us. They really think we are fools. Oh, really? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. There are certain things I can say, but I'm not going to say. I'm going to say. I'm telling you. Anybody that makes you feel like you're a victim doesn't like you. Did you hear what I said? Anybody that makes you feel like you're a victim. Oh! Some way, hey! Many of those people, they will not do anything to help you out. Black people like to be treated like victims. You know, in America, human rights, equality, black rights. When blacks are having programs, they don't allow whites to go to join. When the white man is, when they are doing this and they don't go, they say it's racism. Are you paying attention to what I'm saying? It's not racism. Blacks are more racist than whites. You may not understand this. That's the reason we are poor. Who sold ourselves to the whites? The white people. They came to tires. They came to tires. They held her hands, held her feet, and then they said, they sold her. Who sold the black man? 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 Anybody who will not help you will accept your responsibility of your fault. Doesn't like you. He thinks you're a fool. Until we accept our responsibilities for our own mistakes, accept that we are here because of our own decisions, not because of somebody somewhere, that is the day we begin to change. That is the day we begin to expand. You didn't hear what I said? That's Christianity. In Christianity, it says accept you are a sinner. You can't save yourself. And then you need what? You need what? A savior. But in the garden, when God came, they pointed the finger. Said, Adam, why did you do it? What did Adam say? The woman who you gave me. When he went to the woman, what did the woman say? So anytime you find yourself doing that, you know you are walking in the flesh. Lift up your right hand. Say, I choose to be responsible for my life in the name of Jesus Christ. The day you position your mind like that, you see changes. When you accept responsibility, you accept responsibility, you begin to see possibility. But when you put the responsibility in somebody's hands, you won't see any possibility. You only see possibility in the hands of the what? The other. And that's why there are many people in companies that are never happy. Because they believe it's the bosses that's not making them happy. Oh yeah! I got here, yeah, mommy! And they sit down and they speak very evil about their bosses all the time. They don't know that the more they do that, that's the more they will become, they will go down, 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 and down. Are you paying attention? I said we are talking about what? Expansion. Say expansion. Expansion. Come on, take it in Jesus' name. Amen. So, if we are going to expand, we must change our orientation. When a man sinned, God took responsibility of man's failure. God did not say that because man has sinned. God said in Genesis chapter 6, he said it grieved God that he had created man on the earth. Are you paying attention? Do you know what it means? He didn't say it grieved God he had created man. He said it grieved God he had created man where? On the earth. You know, because it is this the human part of man that made him weak. Are you paying attention? Yes. So he says, I won't fight with man any longer. I'll solve the problem. In fact, if you read Genesis chapter 3, when God came in, God didn't do anything violent. All he did was to solve problems. He told the serpent, he said, "Thus you are." And he told him that you will go on your what? On your belly. You eat flesh. And then he realized that if the woman was submitted to the wife properly, to the husband properly, the problem will not have what? Will not have come. Because when they asked her questions, instead of her going to the husband, she answered. And she answered wrongly. Are you getting what I'm saying? Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. There are many people who have gotten in trouble in the office because of some of these things. They don't know when to shut up. Are you paying attention? Are you here? Yeah. They asked a simple question. She didn't have the right answer. She said it was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You know. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil was not the tree in the middle of the garden. The Bible tells us that. The Bible tells us in Revelation the tree of life is the tree that is in the midst of the garden. You can go and check it out. Praise the Lord. Alright. But the tree was by its side. But the tree that demarcated center was the tree of life. Still the same thing. See. So she said he gave if you look at the answer she gave, it was not what God gave Adam. So she didn't have the right answer, but she went on to what? to speak. You paying attention? She assumed to know. One of our greatest challenges in the world is that maybe sometimes we presume and what? Assume. Are you here? Alright. We're praying very short. It's a prophetic service. I'll pray for you. Almost everybody. So, when God came, He said, you back to your original problem. You were helpmate, not frontmate. Please be here. He said, your desire will be to your husband. That's not a curse. That's order. Are you paying attention? He returned order. And then he looked at the man. He said, I know where your challenge is coming from. It's your flesh. So he looked at the flesh of man, not the man. He looked at the flesh of man and he said, thus thou art. Thus thou shalt what? Return. Man is not dust. Man is a spirit. We know that. Are you getting what I'm saying? See, he came in to solve the problem. And then he killed an animal. And then he did what? He covered. And the only reason why he sacked them from the garden was because he didn't want more troubles. If they had eaten the tree of life after they did that, they would have remained what? Permanent. So he sacked them out. Are you paying attention? That's love. Tell me, but that's love. That's love. It may not always look nice, but it's love. A young man came to my house. He has gone to overread grace. So he said every good and perfect gift comes from God. So if they think it's good, then it's God. I said no. If it's good, it's not God. If it is God, it's good. See, are you in church? You shall expand this month in the name of Jesus. I just have to fix a few things in your mind. Allow me to do it. Alright? You know. So, what that tree did to us, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, it gave us the power to define what is good and then what is what? Evil in our eyes. Are you paying attention? So we became our own what? Gods. Do you get what I'm saying? We now define what is good and what is evil. So homosexual tell you that he doesn't see anything wrong with it. No. Somebody married his laptop. Went to marry his laptop. That's it. Don't mind my laptop. With all these women with all their problems, mind the laptop. I'm telling myself. Another person has created sex doll for the men. Said the women give them too much problems. Your sex doll, anything you tell her to do, you do what? Do it. Put AI in the sex doll's brain. £2,000. You buy it. No need to go and kneel down. I love you. No. Whatever you want, she can ask for you. As far as that person is concerned, he is solving a worldwide what? Are you paying attention? Yeah. It is good in his own what? Eyes. So the young man was saying that, the devil does not give anything good. The devil cannot give you money. Go and do Sakawa and get the money is God that has given you. Yes. Because every good and perfect gift comes from what? Above. See, you can turn the word of God to anything and do it. Do you get what I'm saying? And I said, no. That's not what it means. What God is saying is that everything that is from God, it is what? Is good. It may not look good to you, but it is what? Is good. It's good. So he said, but you see, man of God, God has changed his dispensation now. In the dispensation of grace, God does not curse, God does not kill, God does not do all those things. No. I said, you are lying. God has not changed. Jesus said, I'm the same yesterday, today, and what? And forever. It's not changed. Unless you look at things from the eyes of God. There's nobody there. What is when he killed them? I say, yes, he still kills today. So what do you mean? I say, yes. And remember, I want to help you understand God. Are you paying attention? I'm taking you to God's mind. In the Old Testament, the only reason why God was killing was because, see, the race of man. So I told him that, look, if you were a leader, how many have watched a zombie movie before? Zombie. It says zombie. Alright. Everything that has a name exists. Okay? Just that it's not what you think it is. One day the Holy Spirit told me, say everything that has a name exists. But it is not what people think it is. Are you paying attention? Now, when a zombie bites you, you also become what? Zombie. Tell me about zombie. Yeah. When a zombie, you make a mistake and a zombie bites you. You know, if you have watched vampire movie, if a vampire bites you, you also become what? Vampire. So when man sinned, the race of man had become polluted. In fact, Cain was a result of the fruits that Adam had eaten. So the bloodline of Adam was not clean. And God always was looking for a clean race. And that's why he chose Abraham. If you look at Abraham's genealogy, it goes straight to Seth. Are you paying attention? Good. Now, God wanted to make sure that this clean race was always protected. For example, let's say Ebola breaks out and we don't have a cure. And then the people with Ebola wants to come to their camp. What will you tell people to do? They should kill them, right? You have to kill the people, because if they come in, everybody's going to what? You have to make a very dangerous decision. So God's commandment was that the children of Israel should never intermingle with the people of what? Of the world. Otherwise, their nature will what? Flow through them. He always told them, don't intermarry. Are you paying attention? You see? So the instruction is kill. Man, woman, child, donkey, whatever. Are you paying attention? Because at that time, there was no antidote. But when Jesus stepped in, so even when somebody was a witch, the Bible says, suffer not a witch to what? To live. Because you couldn't cast it out. But when Jesus stepped in, Jesus was carrying the antidote of all that had made man evil. Do you get what I'm saying? So now there was no need to fear that what? Disease anymore. Because the power to cure it had what? Had arrived. So in the Old Testament, God was still the God of love. Just like his way of love may not seem pleasing to what? To you. Are you paying attention? So you must understand that when you define good to be God, you put yourself in the wrong place. You must rather define God to be what? To be good. You see? Are you paying attention? That is when you put yourself in a good place. That is when you begin to become patient. If you define good to be God, and you want a car, you pray to God for a car, the car ain't coming. You begin to have problems with what? With God. Because of the words of the car. Because everybody. What? And then the enemy brings you the car in another way. He says, God. It's God. And you can't get it. But there's a way that seemeth right unto what? But the ends thereof are what? Unity. Unity. If you choose God's way, if you choose God's way and not your way, I see you expanding in the name of Jesus Christ. You didn't hear what I said? I said, if you choose God's way, God's way has only one trajectory. Upward. Let's look at the scripture we have to look at. Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm going to pray. And I'm going to be ministering to you. Deuteronomy 28. Have you opened Deuteronomy 28? Yes. Read it, 1 to go. Everybody. Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. 1 to go.
And it shall come to pass.
And it shall what?
Come to pass.
Come to pass.
If thou shalt give diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
And you have only one. Look. Jesus said, the new commandment I what? I give you. So, note it. Are you paying attention? Okay. So, read it loud. 1 to go. Deuteronomy 28.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord.
I can't hear you. Read it aloud. 1 to go. Yes, start again.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth.
Repeat it again.
And it shall come to pass.
Make it personal. Wherever you see, use I. So 1 to go. Deuteronomy 28 verse 1.
And it shall come to pass, if I shall hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord my God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which he has commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set me above all the nations of the earth.
Finally, you want to say it again. This time, where you see commandment, read it this way. And it shall come to pass, if I shall walk in love. Then continue from there. Continue the promise. Continue reading.
And it shall come to pass, if I shall
to walk in love. He has commanded me what?
This day. That the Lord my God will set me above all.
How many want to be set above all nations? You want to be number one? This is the way. You know. Go prove it. Look at Jesus. So let this man be in you that was in Christ. God has given me a name that's above all names. Then at the mention of Jesus, what? Everything back. Lord, lift up your right hand and we pray this prayer. Say, Father, in the name of your Son Jesus, I surrender to your word today. In the name of Jesus, I declare that I forgive if I have ought against any. I yield myself to the works of the Spirit and to the fellowship of the Spirit. I choose to walk in love in the name of Jesus. I choose to be joyful in the name of Jesus. I choose to be at peace always in the mighty name of Jesus. I declare I walk in long suffering in the mighty name of Jesus. Long suffering doesn't mean suffer long. Long suffering is not that bad conditions are there for a very long time. I want you to understand. The word long suffering means endurance. You can suffer long and have no endurance. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. Say endurance. Endurance means that after the turbulent season, you come up still standing. Are you paying attention? Yes. But some people who have suffered long, after the long suffering, when you meet them, you really know that the person has suffered what? So as you are making the confession, it's very good, because as you think it, so it's easy. I want you to get the right. So, right. Your right hand. Say, I have endurance. In all situations. I choose to endure by the Spirit of God. I declare I have a quiet and a gentle spirit. In the name of Jesus, I will not recompense evil for evil, but I will overcome evil with good. In the name of Jesus, I choose to walk by faith and not by sight. I am meek by the Spirit. I possess the heart of temperance. Self-control is with me. In the name of Jesus. Lift up your voice and you're going to pray. Talk to God. Talk to God right now. Mando skeleleva shanda. Sit down and talk to God. Sit down. We're praying, but I want you to sit down and talk to God. Mando salabra kito selebende. Maraka salabala. Bakorumu sibre akalaba. Lesonara.